It's 8 a.m. Your alarm is going off and it's time to get out of bed. The first thing you do is head to the kitchen to make your daily cup of coffee. You boil the water, grind the coffee beans, and pour the hot water over the coffee grinds. Sounds pretty simple, right? I bet you could even do this while you're still half asleep. In fact, a motor task such as making a cup of coffee is really not that simple at all. Before any movement even occurred, a motor plan had to be generated in your brain to activate the appropriate muscles. Without any conscious thought, your eyes have already shifted to your coffee mug before your hand has arrived. Then, once the mug has been grasped, sensory information from your hand and arm are relayed back to the brain to update the motor plan and adjust for movement errors. But what if you're missing this ability to adjust? What if you're missing your arm altogether? Well, this is the day-to-day reality for many individuals with upper limb amputation. Instead, prosthesis users rely heavily on vision to monitor the activity of their prosthetic hand. This then means that the eyes are prevented from looking ahead to plan for upcoming movements. And this is problematic because daily activities such as making a cup of coffee require much more cognitive thought. Imagine how frustrated you would be to wake up in the morning and have difficulties brewing a simple cup of coffee. So then, what are we as researchers doing about this problem? On one hand, there have been huge technological advances in device development. But on the other hand, there's still so much that we don't know about the way humans interact with their devices. Currently, we know that prosthesis users show disruptions to normal eye-hand coordination. But what we don't know is the degree to which measures of eye movement relate to measures of hand movement. As shown on the left here, I will use motion capture, a technique commonly used in the film industry, to record three-dimensional movements in space, as well as eye tracking technology to track the pupil, while participants perform a functional task using a robotic hand. I will then combine these data to quantify the gaze behavior during object interaction. This serves two main objectives. First, this serves to understand the underlying mechanisms of prosthetic eye-hand coordination. And second, with this understanding, can we then improve motor performance by restoring normal eye-hand coordination? In my lab, one way this is currently being pursued is by improving the algorithms to better predict the user's intended movements. I believe that a device that is more reliable and easier to use will reduce the need to visually monitor the hand. And by doing so, we hope to reduce the cognitive burden associated with prosthetic use so that we can all enjoy that first sip of coffee in the morning.